everyone. Welcome back to My Wellness, My Life, where we empower you to achieve optimal health and wellness through natural healing and holistic approaches. I'm Doreen Germany, your certified natural health counselor, and we're here to share tips, success stories, and expert advice to help you live a healthier, happier, and balanced life. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and click the bell icon so you'll never miss an update. Let's get started, shall we?
Welcome, ladies. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. So today we are going to be talking about autoimmune disease, the causes, what are the symptoms, and how we can manage that naturally. Now, today there are tons of women experience autoimmune disease more than men all across the United States. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to explore the reasons why. I also have on with me today the beautiful Miss Deborah Turner. Thank you so much for joining me today, Miss Deborah.
You're welcome.
And she's going to be talking to us a little later about her experience with healing her body naturally with the Health Reset program and working together with myself and my team, and just some of the amazing results that she's had. So we're going to talk to her shortly. But for now, we're going to talk to you briefly about autoimmune disease, its causes, some of the causes of autoimmune disease, and some of the symptoms that you may not understand or expect it, and how ways that you can manage those naturally. So here we go. So autoimmune disease can be especially dangerous for females and are among the top 10 leading cause of death in women under the age of 65 in the United States. Now, the most common types of autoimmune disease include type 1 diabetes. That's surprising. A lot of people don't realize that type 1 diabetes is a source of autoimmune disease. Rheumatoid arthritis, that's very common. We hear about that a lot. A lot of people are not aware that that's autoimmune disease. Multiple sclerosis, lupus, psoriasis, Crohn's disease, and others. So autoimmune conditions can cause many different types of symptoms that range from mild to severe. And although many types of autoimmune diseases affect different organs, they can cause an autoimmune response caused by systemic inflammation. So what that means is if we're not eating properly, if we're in a state of fight or flight, if we're stressed, if we're worried, if we're going through grief, if we are drinking too much, smoking too much, putting toxins, in a toxic environment, that will further stress your body and further exaggerate your autoimmune disease and the symptoms. Okay, so this is the reason why I said we're going to talk about ways to manage it, because if you start to see signs of autoimmune disease, then you want to do other things in your body and other things, just make sure that you're not putting additional toxins into your body so that your body can start to heal the way it's supposed to. Right? So your immune system has a sophisticated system for keeping us safe from any foreign substances that enter our body. That's one thing I love about the body. The body is an amazing tool. The Bible says we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that is so true. If you all understood the mechanisms and the way our bodies work, you would be in awe and amazed. So each one of us, if you're able to talk, walk, and breathe, your body is an amazing device, and it's just working. It's just amazing mechanisms. God has really created us it blows you away. So let's talk about, the thing is, a lot of times when we don't understand things, we don't do them right. Like you say, we suffer from lack of knowledge, correct? So we're going to talk about some of the symptoms that you may not even be aware of and what we can do about it. Now, the immune system, like I said, it has a sophisticated way of keeping us safe from any foreign substances that enter our body. When your immune system deems anything dangerous, it then produces antibodies to fight off harmful intruders like viruses and bacteria. Now, those can come from a host of different things. They can come from the air you're breathing, right? You can be in a toxic environment. It can come, like I said, from stress, from anxiety, from fear. It can come from the foods that you're putting into your body. It can come from things that you're putting on your skin, like lotions that has harmful ingredients in them, perfumes, things like this, right? Um, Autoimmune diseases are born when the body fails to differentiate between harmful intruders and normal beneficial functions of our own body. So the body is made to fight off toxins, right? But what happens with autoimmune disease is when the body can no longer determine the difference between harmful bacteria and good bacteria, or harmful things and beneficial things for our bodies, that's when your immune system starts to turn on you. Okay. So an autoimmune disease occurs when the immune system confuses healthy cells with harmful bacteria. Now, I know a lot of us ladies have heard of women having miscarriages because their body thought that the baby was a foreign, was a foreign substance, or it thought it needed to fight it, and so it aborted the baby. And so that is a form of autoimmune disease as well. Now, as a result, your immune system will attack healthy organs and tissues in various ways. For instance, some common autoimmune diseases include type 1 diabetes, where the immune system attacks your pancreas. Okay? Psoriasis, where your immune system attacks your skin cells. So if you're a person, I know myself in school, I knew a lot of people that had eczema, right? Rashes all up and down their neck, rashes on their arms, and things like that. So that is a sign of autoimmune disease. That's where your immune system is attacking your skin cells. How about multiple sclerosis? And that's where your immune system is attacking your nervous system. Lupus, that's very common. I'm sure we all know someone that's been affected by lupus or may have even passed from lupus. And that's where your immune system will attack your tissues and your organs. Now, when the immune system makes this mistake, our bodies take the antibodies and targets our own body, wreaking havoc on our organs. It's a pretty scary thing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. What are some of the telltale signs which causes them, and how can autoimmune diseases be treated? So if you're experiencing any of the following 9 symptoms, now there's a host more, but what I did is I compiled in my research, going back into my books and all my different teachings and trainings, I compiled a list of the 9 top symptoms that you may experience if you have autoimmune disease, and how you can recognize it. So if you have difficulty concentrating or focusing on routine tasks. Now, a lot of times us ladies, we think, we say, okay, well, it's just we're too busy. We equate that to old age. We equate that to, not eating properly, or brain fog, or, our time of the month, or menopause, and different things like that. But if you're consistently having difficulty concentrating or focusing on routine tasks, there could be something brewing, okay? Sudden weight loss, not being able to sleep well, insomnia, heat intolerance, like just not able to tolerate heat at all, or rapid heartbeat. Random joint pain. You're just having joint pain for no reason, just out of nowhere. Your shoulders are just hurting. How about that neck pain, that starts, usually a lot of times women are in their 40s, and you're constantly going to the chiropractor and they're doing things and it keeps coming back. You wake up in the morning, you think you slept wrong. You're just having this persistent neck pain. That could be a sign of autoimmune disease that's brewing in your body. Let's see here. So random joint pain, muscle pains, weakness in the arms or legs, or tremors. multiple miscarriages or unidentified blood clots. So I talked about that. If you're constantly having miscarriages, which I suffered from in my late 20s, I suffered from several miscarriages and infertility. I was not aware that that was a sign of toxicity and could be a sign of brewing autoimmune disease, right? Frequently feeling tired or overly fatigued, sudden weight gain, or unexplained weight gain. Like you're eating healthy, you're working out, but you're still gaining weight. Or how about being intolerant to cold temperatures? You just cannot tolerate cold at all. That could be a sign of Raynaud's disease, which is another autoimmune disease. Premature hair loss. A lot of times those ladies start thinning and balding in our early 40s, and we think it's because our hormones are declining, but there could be other underlying issues regarding that, right? So premature hair loss or white patches on the skin or inside the mouth, sharp abdominal pain, mucus or blood in the stool, diarrhea or mouth ulcers, extremely dry eyes, dry mouth or dry skin, frequent numbness or random tingling sensation in the hands or feet. So those are some of the top symptoms that your body is showing you that it's extremely toxic and that your immune system may be attacking, beneficial organs in your body, right? Now, what should you do if you suspect having an autoimmune disease? Now, if you or someone that you love suspects that you have an autoimmune disease, the most critical step is to identify and treat the underlying cause. And so that's what myself, as a natural health practitioner, that's what we do. We get to the root cause of your issues, right? Conventional medical doctors often only treat the symptoms of autoimmune disease and do not look for the root cause. Now, how many of you all have had some of these different issues? So I know that I'm recording this. Unfortunately, I was not able to do this live like I usually do. So I would love if you put this in the comments below. Any of that list that I gave you of all these different issues with the muscle pain, joint pain, miscarriages, fatigue, weight gain, weight loss, hair loss, all these different things. How many of you have went to the doctor in the past and the doctor treated that symptom, right? I know I did. You too, Miss Deb? Yes, yes. Rashes, that's a big one. I know so many people who have unexplained rashes and the doctors will give you something topical to put on it, right? Which sometimes, I mean, it may clear up the rash for a little bit, but you're further taxing your immune system and your liver because your body, your skin is your largest organ. So your liver has to filter out that cream that you're putting on your body, right? And so it's just going to show up somewhere else. Anytime we treat only the symptom and don't get to the root cause, it's going to show up somewhere else. Anytime. So if you're having consistent migraines and you're constantly taking ibuprofen and all of these very strong medications for your migraines, they may go away because basically all it's doing is numbing it, right? But it's going to show up elsewhere because it's a symptom, right? So doctors, they're trained, unfortunately, to only treat the symptoms usually of autoimmune disease, and they do not look for the root causes. Autoimmune disease can take a long time to be diagnosed. In the meantime, it's further wreaking havoc on your body, right? Prescription medications such as anti-inflammatory drugs, steroids, or immunosuppressants might be effective in the short term, but they fail to address the underlying cause. So many women go looking for ways to manage their symptoms naturally, right? Now, this is where you start to get on that roller coaster ride of going on YouTube and reading all these different things and getting all this different information. And now you got a ton of information. You're told to do all juicing. You're maybe for 90 days or 6 months. You're told to do all fruit diets. You're told to do extreme keto diets. I've heard people been told to do all meat diets and just some really crazy things. Okay, and you may see some benefits short term, but then now you are further causing stress on your body because now you're not getting the nutrients, you're not eating balance. Women, I say this consistently, and I know there are many that will argue with me, but I've been doing this for 10 years. I've helped over 2,000 people. I know what I'm talking about. It's not beneficial to us women to do a 6-month juice fast. It's just not. It's just not. Okay. Our hormones cannot handle that. We need good healthy fats. We need amino acids. We need B vitamins. There's just too many vitamins and nutrients that you will be deficient in doing a juice fast for 6 months. And I've heard of some women doing that. I've heard of women, that have fibroids, and they're, diehard followers of people on YouTube that are just huge advocates for juice fasting. And these women are doing these juice fasting, and they're saying, I don't understand. My fibroids didn't disappear. As a matter of fact, they're growing more. And now my hair is falling out. Now my skin is dry and patchy. Now I'm 35 years old and I look like I'm 65 years old. It's because you're not getting the nutrients that you're supposed to get, right? So let's see here. Can you really balance your immune system simply through the food you eat? What do you think, ladies? Do you think that you can really rebalance your immune system simply through the food and what you put in your body?
I think that's a big part of it.
Right, it's a huge part. Yeah, because that's something that we have to do consistently, right? No matter, there's things that we have to do. We have to drink water, we have to eat, and we have to sleep, right? We have to breathe. So if you have to eat, no matter what you're dealing with, why not be putting in healing foods for your body? That's what I always tell women. A lot of women will say, I'm dealing with so much stress right now. My mom's sick and I'm taking care of my mother. My son is, going off to college. My father is dying. There's all kind of different things that can happen. But that is the time where you need to be supporting your body even more, right? And it's typical human nature for us to fall off because we're stressed out, because we're overwhelmed. And so it's easier to stop at the fast food restaurant and get food, right? It's easier to buy food that's already cooked. It's easier to just grab stuff and just throw it in your mouth, a bag of chips or, some French fries, to appease us for a moment. But what you're doing is you're further stressing your body, you're further stressing your immune system. And if you're showing signs of autoimmune disease, you're further causing your immune system to attack your body, right? So let's talk about some of the foods, the tops. I'm going to give you 7. I'm not going to give you all now. Now, if you want all the foods, ladies, you got to come work with me as a natural health practitioner, right? But I'm going to give you some of the top foods that will help to calm your immune system. All right. So extra virgin olive oil is rich in 2 major components that play an essential role in managing the inflammation that fuels autoimmune disease. So it has to be extra virgin and it should be organic, right? How about sweet potatoes? That's one thing on my health reset program. A lot of people are surprised when they come in that one of the that's a huge thing on my menu for the health reset program, for the 60 to 90 day program, are sweet potatoes. And a lot of people are surprised. Why? Because sweet potatoes have been given a bad name. Why? Because we typically eat them candy, right? That's the main way we know about sweet potatoes. It's eating candy yams with all that sugar and butter, or eating a sweet potato with a lot of butter. If you do have a baked potato, you're putting sugar and butter on top of it. But an actual organic sweet potato is very healthy and healing for the body. A lot of people are afraid of those when they come to me and they start working with me because they're on these low carb diets and they haven't eaten potatoes or sweet potatoes in years, right? So it's got a bad name. But sweet potatoes are actually very healing to the body. They are good for the eye health. They're good for the heart. They're a great source of fiber. They're a very healthy carb that fuels our bodies need carbs, right? Healthy glucose for energy. And it also helps to calm your immune system, right? So your immune system is not fighting against you with autoimmune disease. Sunflower seeds pack a powerful punch when it comes to calming your autoimmune disease and contains a very high dose of vitamin E. Fatty fish. Fishes like salmon, sardines, mackerel, anchovies are all sources of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These fatty acids inhibit inflammatory marker C reactive protein. So they help to calm inflammation in the body in layman's terms. Okay. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are rich with vitamin D and selenium, and mushrooms pack a powerful punch. Shiitake mushrooms, Shiitake, are one of the most healing mushrooms on the planet. So if you all go out and get you some organic shiitake mushrooms, that's a great source of vitamin D. It helps to calm your nerves, and it helps, it's great for your immune system. And then green tea. Organic green tea is rich with detoxing and anti-inflammatory properties. Green tea is considered one of the healthiest drinks available to us thanks to its healing power. Make sure that it's organic. You can get that in, you can get those in teas from the health food store. You can even buy them on Amazon. So ladies, in closing, knowledge is power. If you found this information helpful today, please comment below, let me know. And if you would like to schedule a free consultation to assess your health concerns and see how a highly experienced certified natural health counselor like myself can assist you, please comment below, and myself or my team, we will reach out to you so that you can set up a brief call. I can talk to you. It's very confidential. I never discuss anybody's confidential health concerns. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what health concerns you're experiencing. This first call will be a very brief call for me to see what you're going through and see if it's something that I can assist you with. If I can assist you, then I will set up a longer call where we'll meet by Zoom, and we will go further into your health concerns, and I will help you to map out a plan. So ladies, I hope that you found this information very helpful. Like I said, knowledge is power. So again, just make sure you understand that a healthy body is not a sick body. There's no form of sickness or illness that's healthy. So I've had many women come to me and say, well, I'm not sick. I'm not sick. And in their mind, they're thinking, okay, I'm 55 years old. I'm 60 years old. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have, what's the other one? The three that are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes, right? Those are the three that a lot of people will use, a lot of women use as their markers. And if they don't have that, they think they're healthy, right? They're going by their grandmothers and their aunties and other people they know that had these conditions and these ages. And so they're going, I'm pretty healthy. I'm not sick. But you have kidney issues going on. You're consistently having headaches. You're having extreme hot flashes, right? You have brain fog. You have knee pain. You are sick. You are sick. Ladies, I know that sounds harsh, but I'm saying this to help you in love. Any pain, I'm not sick, I just have headaches. I'm not sick, I just don't sleep good at night. I'm not sick, I just have back pain. My back goes out occasionally. That's a sign of inflammation in the body, right? Do not ignore the signals that your check engine light, just like in the car, when a check engine light is blaring, you don't just take out the light bulb, you take it to the mechanic, you get to the root cause of why that check engine light is on, and you get it fixed. And that's the same with our bodies. Ladies, let's not play with our bodies. Thank you all so much. So now we're going to talk to the beautiful Miss Deb. No, Deb, is it Deborah or is it Deborah?
I really have a lot of names. Deb, Deborah, Deborah, or Debbie. But I like Deborah best.
Deborah. That's very classy. When you hear Deborah, you just think of someone refined, like yourself, like you. You're very refined and proper. It probably comes from your profession. What is it that you do or did?
Well, I was a teacher for 39 years, teaching elementary school and college level, and I have 2 master's degrees.
Okay, there it is. I love it. Wow, wow. And you can tell the way you hold yourself, the way you talk with the poise. So I think I will call you Miss Deborah because that goes with you, with your class. But anyway, thank you so much for taking some time out of your Saturday to join me. I'm very excited. We've been trying to get this together for a while, and there's just been so many things going on with my birthday and then the tornadoes and the storms. It's just been a lot of challenges, but we're here today and I'm excited. So thank you. So you've had you've been working with me now and my team for about the last 6 months, I want to say, and you'll get specific when and you've had some really good results. We just really enjoyed having you with us on the Woman Heal Thyself board. It's always like sad when someone is finished with our program and they leave because we miss you ladies because you bring so much to the meetings and the group coaching calls. So we really enjoyed having you, all of your input. So I want to talk to you about your results. What caused you to, come to me originally, for the healing of your body and what you've experienced. Okay. So, you can start. Can you share with us some of the specific health symptoms or issues? Well, let's start with this first. How did you come across me and my team?
Well, my sister did it for a few years, and she was talking about Doreen did this, and you should eat this. And we did see some results. So my symptoms were getting worse. So since my sister was having some good results, I realized that even though I was an educator, I knew a lot. I really didn't know too much about eating properly. And so when I came to Doreen, my eyes were open to some things like I never even heard about, more or less implement them in my diet. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm here.
Wow, that's awesome. And I definitely want to touch on that later. I got to make sure, a lot of times I'll say I want to touch on something and I forget because there's so much good stuff we're going to unpack. But I want to touch on that later, how that had to be for you. Like you said, you're an educator. You're highly educated and you are an educator. So you teach people, right? So that had to be kind of hard. Like you said, you knew a lot of things, but you didn't know about what to eat to heal your body, right? And so we're going to talk about how did you wrap your mind around, okay, you know what? Let me hire someone for what she does to teach me so that I can see the results that I need. So we're going to talk about that, okay? But why don't you share some of the specific health symptoms, only what you're comfortable with? You don't have to share anything that you're not. But health symptoms or issues you were experiencing before you started with me, whether it was with my detox, because first you started with the 21-day detox, right?
Correct, correct.
Okay. And then after that, you saw the need for additional healing. And so you went on into the health reset. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So what were you experiencing or what caused you to look for some healing?
Well, my doctor told me that I had an autoimmune disease because I had a lot of inflammation, I wasn't sleeping well, and I was just having a lot of problems even though I thought I was eating well. So each week that I came to you, I thought I knew, but going on those coaching sessions, those weekly coaching sessions, and following your program, which was already done for me, it was power. So knowledge is power. And the reason I'm still here is because you said, and I agree with you, every year that you've been suffering, it takes so many months or years to get better. What did you say
Yeah.
about
Yeah. I said for every year that you've been sick, it's going to take at least a month, maybe even more. Um, it's going to take at least a month of natural health practices. So for an average, if someone's been sick with different things for 10 years, you're going to take 10 years, 10 months to a year, and you have to be consistently flooding your body with healing herbs and healing food for you to see this completely gone, right? For me, I always use myself as an example. My fibroids, I don't know how long they were percolating in my body or what have you, but from the time that I actually started dealing with those to the time that I went to on the full, protocol to heal myself, it took 4 to 6 months. I had been dealing with the fibroids for probably about, if I really think back, probably about 3 or 4 years. So it took 4 to 6 months for me to get that ultrasound and see that I'm completely gone, right? And so it does take about that time. Now, you also said that you had arthritis, which was causing a lot of pain, which was the inflammation. And you said you had it particularly in your ankles. That had to be pretty painful, right?
Yes, but through eating properly, no, I got rid of the sugar by eating natural sugars and following this program, which I didn't know about. It's amazing how the inflammation has gone down. And then
Wow.
another thing, I went to my ophthalmologist and he was going to put me on these drops for my eye, and my eye pressure was 35, and he was really concerned. He was going to give me some different medication. So through eating properly, I went back every 3 months, and he was amazed that was the number went from 34 to 17. And he was like,
Wow. How
"What did
awesome
you
is
do?"
that?
So he was pretty amazed. And
Wow.
my blood pressure, my doctor was saying, "Well, if your blood, keep monitoring your blood pressure, you don't even need to take blood pressure medication." So I have a kit and I'm monitoring it every day, and it's pretty constant. It wasn't really high like some people are, but it was enough to take a pill. And so
Wow.
now I don't need that medication, but I'm monitoring it.
Wow. Now, Ms. Deborah, according to what I just talked about with autoimmune disease, because I'm sure you probably heard some information that might have helped open your eyes a little bit more to some things that you were dealing with, right? Um, when you say that, like when you were talking about the eye pressure, which was what, in layman's terms, that was impending glaucoma. Is that correct? That was
Right.
coming. I mean, we all know grandmothers, aunties, and things like that have had glaucoma, right? So you were able to head off glaucoma by eating healthy. That's huge because glaucoma can cause you to lose your eyesight,
Correct.
right? A lot of
Correct.
us have. My grandmother was blinded by with from glaucoma and cataracts. So that is major that you just changed what you were putting in your body, putting in healing foods and herbs, and you were able to head off. You went from 34, 35, your markers went down to 17. That's amazing, sister. Okay. But listening to what I was saying about autoimmune disease, um, that would have been treating the what? The symptom, right? So we know now that glaucoma is just a symptom. We know that, what else did you say? You were dealing with ankle pain, right? That's a symptom. That's a symptom of,
Inflammation. It really bad inflammation. I had to always elevate my feet, wear all kind of braces, and with
wow,
eating properly, I don't have to do that.
wow. And that's inflammation in the ankles and putting your feet up. That's a sign of issues with the kidneys. Even if you're getting tests in your kidneys and they're still coming up normal, if you're having a lot of issues with ankle pain and swelling, that's kidneys, right? So again, they'll treat the pain and the feed and things like that, give you boots and all this different thing, cortisone shots and all it is, but it's the kidneys that's starting to fail, that's having issues, right? So you are a prime example of, you stopped, like you were still seeing your doctors for your symptoms, but you went to the root and started healing yourself at the root level, and all of these different symptoms started going away, which is why you shocked and amazed doctors. It's a great feeling, right? Now, um, you said that, okay, my next question was going to be what motivated you to enroll in the Health Reset program? And what was your expectations during the program? Did you encounter any challenges or obstacles? And how was it going in? But you said that your
So
sister, go
it was
ahead.
my first motivator, but I was just gonna do it for a month just to see what it was like. And then once she now is amazing, I'm still doing it because she did it herself for a couple of years too. So as long as I'm getting good results and I'm intelligent enough to know right from wrong, and I can't be an expert in every area, I needed this, and so here I am.
Here you are. Here you are. I love it. I love it. You also said that, let's see here. You said when you got involved with me and my team, you were really amazed at the knowledge and the support that you had and the fact that you were just never alone. Is that correct?
And
You
plus,
also,
I really wanted a person of color. I was really amazed that you were this knowledgeable because
oh,
like you look cute but cuteness is not more, it has to be some head knowledge and you really had that. And you told me a lot of things I didn't know. Now I no longer drink coffee. I drink dandelion and green tea. That starts my morning. Eat a lot more fruits and vegetables. I ever didn't even know about some of those, and eating on a consistent basis. I'm just pretty amazed that food has such an effect on how you feel.
wow, I love that. I love that. Well, thank you. Yeah, so it's good to know, like you said, that it's more than just a smile and enticing people by a look, but it's about what, can this person teach you, right?
Substance,
Um,
yes.
yeah, and I appreciate that. Thank you for that, sister. You also said something about when you invest in yourself financially, because it's not cheap. Natural healing is not cheap, but it's worth it, right? Because you're going to pay somewhere. So if you are being cheap with your health, you're going to pay somewhere. You're going to pay in medications and co-pays and with your life. I've seen so many sisters, there's so many fallen sisters I've seen over the last 10 years that did not take that time to invest in themselves, and they're gone. It's really sad to me, right? But you said when you invest yourself financially, you're more prone to get your money's worth. It makes you focus better, right? Can you
And
talk
my
more about
family
that?
see, and my family see it just a couple of days ago. My son said, "Mom, where's the peanut butter?" I'm like, "I don't eat peanut butter anymore." He's like, "Well, what do you eat?" I said, "I eat sunflower butter and I eat that organic almond butter." So then
Mhm.
he tastes it. He's like, "Oh, this is pretty good." So just simple things like that. I
Yeah.
drink good water with lemon in it. So I drink a lot of teas. It's just pretty amazing. And I'm amazed at the variety of things that we can eat because I thought it was going to be boring and not taste good. Because I was kind of like you, I'm the cook in my family. And
Mhm.
now today I'm going to a barbecue. I'm taking that tomato and mango salad and
Oh,
a
that's
duck
good.
salad. So when
Yeah.
I go places, I look into those recipes and see what I can take.
I love that. I love that. That's actually bringing your own food to the cookout is one of the things that we teach in the health reset program. Our mindset coach Stephanie, we have her every other week, and she talked about that just not too long ago about bringing your food. That doesn't mean that you're not going to eat something that's around you. They may have fruit, they may have salad, they may have different things, whole foods, right? Whole foods. That's what I teach you, to eat whole foods, right? So, but bringing things that are healthy to the cookouts is a huge way for you to still be able to enjoy things and not feel like you're being left out. So that's
Bring it
smart.
for everybody to share.
There you go. Yeah. And for them to eat it and say, wow, this is good. My big thing during the summer is any picnic or cookout that I'm invited to is I bring fruit, a big fruit platter. Like I'll cut up watermelon all pretty. I'll bring organic grapes, strawberries, pineapples. I may bring some cucumbers and, and I always bring like a big platter of that now. Back in the day, my big thing, everybody knew Doreen was going to bring the greens, the greens, even if it was in the summertime, and the macaroni and cheese. But now it's fruit platters and things like that. So that's I like that. That's very smart. We're gonna wrap up, but I do want to address how has that been for you to learn from someone else, because you've talked about that several times. Again, you thought you teach people. So how is that to I won't say humble yourself, but how is that to say, okay, let me learn from this person and see what they can teach me? Talk about that a little bit.
Well, for all my years, I'm almost 70 years old. I've
And
been
you don't look it, excuse me, sister, you don't look it. You
and
truly don't.
almost doing
Wow.
things my way. But no
Wow.
matter who you are, you can't know it all. So when you see someone who's doing better and can teach you something and it makes sense and you're getting good results, then you should listen to them. So that's why I'm here.
Absolutely.
And tell
I
more
love
people they should do that too. Because you have years and years of knowledge. I could go on the internet, I don't know what I'm really reading, but you've done the research, you've had experience, so I'm learning from you.
I love it. I love it. And I always say, we all have our areas of expertise, right? You're a very highly educated teacher. You got people who are low in the financial field. They're very good at what they do, but everybody has what they're good at. So it's when you need help, you hire someone for what they're good at you know and so if I need to know something like I said about finances or something, I'm going to hire somebody. I'm not going to sit here and try and lean to my own understanding and go below $100,000 because I'm trying to figure it out on my own. I'm going to invest 5, 6, 7 thousand into a person that can teach me, right? And so thank you for saying that. That's very important. And that's in any field or line of work. So to sum it all up, my last question would be for you is how was it working with um, my whole team? So myself as your coach, we have Stephanie as the mindset coach that gave you all a lot of mindset nuggets and helped you all wrap your mind around eating. You have Deanna, who's the body movement specialist, who showed you all how to oxygenate your lungs and brush your skin. And then you have Nicole, who's your accountability partner to help you, with food prepping or anything that you need to keep you on the program. How was it working with us with all of that?
Really good. I'm gonna start with you. Whenever I had a concern, I would text you and you would answer me back in a real timely manner. Stephanie, when I first heard about those weekly coaches, I'm like, this is not for me. This is gonna be a kumbaya moment, and I don't need that. But it really wasn't like that. She really had your mind going. She challenged you, and she still continues to challenge you. And she gives you practical homework that's going to make you think. Nicole, I just love talking to her. I wish I could talk to her all the time. She was so good. Everybody's been a great listener. Deanna's good with giving techniques. I've been doing better exercising with my husband because I don't exercise well at night. So, but I take her techniques and I implement those in my daily workout. Like the brushing, I never knew about that. That seemed like a bougie thing for me to do, but it's really good. And so I just learned so much from everyone. I'm so appreciative. And
Yeah,
I don't have to say this, but I really mean it. I only say what I mean.
that's
So
awesome. So was it worth your investment?
it really was. Because I'm
That's
kind of cheap. So if I didn't think it was worth it, I wouldn't have done it. And I'm still going to continue to do it.
awesome. I love that. And so you're referring to the Inner Balance program, which is a program that I put in place after you're finished with the health reset, where if it's only offered to women who really showed up for themselves. I don't offer it to everybody. Some people they just don't, they don't have the mindset right now to show up for themselves. But if you've shown up for yourself, you've been coming to the meetings and really interacting and you're getting the results, then when you're done, I offer the Inner Balance where you can continue to be connected with the community, continue to get coaching and continue to join our sessions. And you also get to do these phenomenal 10-day challenges that we have. Right now, we're doing a grape challenge, right? So I give you a menu and, each month it's a different theme. And so it's usually based on what's in season. Right now, grapes are in season. So it's not just eating all grapes, obviously, but it's helping you all to incorporate healing grapes into your body and into your menu. So I just show you and I give you so many other healing modalities in the Inner Balance. So you're referring to staying connected to us through the Inner Balance program. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, Ms. Deborah, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Same
I'm
here.
excited that you are still connected with us. And I may be talking to you. I know you're very busy, but I may have to talk to you in the future about possibly joining my team and working. Maybe you see if you can carve out a few hours to help other sisters who are coming into the health reset program to help them heal their bodies because you've been a shining example. And thank you so much.
Well, thank you for inviting me. And I know this might sound like it's not true, but it is true. You just have to trust and obey. You know that song?
Yes, yes,
So that's
yes.
what you have to and give it a try because it's ultimately what you put into your body that matters. And it took me a long time, or I used to think it wasn't for me, but it really is. And
Yeah.
as I mature as a senior, I know better. When you know better, you should do better.
Awesome, awesome. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, trust and obey. That's a good one. And with that note, we're going to go ahead and leave. So thank you so much again. And I look forward to seeing you on the Woman Heal Thyself board and in our group coaching sessions.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Take care.
Okay,
Thank you, ladies,
bye.
for joining. And if you want to schedule a consultation with me, again, look in the comments below. I'll have a link where you can schedule a briefing so that I can see what issues you are dealing with and see how I can assist you. All right, take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and inspiring. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. If you have any questions or you want to share your own experience, leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. For more tips and updates, follow us on Facebook at My Wellness, My Life, Natural Healing for Women 40 and above. Until next time, stay healthy and take care.